Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Claude and the Banstas. Hope you're well on this rainy afternoon, Wednesday afternoon. Just like to say hello to everyone in the chat: Omar, James, Papa, the Urban Ghost, Habar, Riley, loads of people in the chat. Just want to thank you all for coming over and keep supporting us. We really appreciate it. Chaos, who's in there. Hello, my family. Hello, Chaos. Really glad that you're all here. Urban Ghost, hi guys. Miley says bye defender, won't be missed. We'll get onto that in a minute. Omar says, James says, afternoon to everyone. Omar, Sokratis not good enough, he can go. George Stevens, hi guys, how you doing, George? Hope you're well. Jonathan, hi guys. Riley, right, let's get straight into it then, Claude. Just before we do. Obviously, we've got Claude at the Emirates CAF. We've got him on standby all day today. We're hearing a lot of news coming out today. So he's there. He's at the CAF.
No, I'm actually at the Arsenal CAF and Blackstock Road. So yeah, it's weather's really changed badly, isn't it? It's really not a nice day. But we could do with a bit of rain, though, couldn't we?
No, exactly. We could do a bit of rain. Clear it up a bit here. Right, let's get straight into it, Claude. I mean, this might be good news for all of us. We keep saying that we need to get rid of some of these deadwood players. And this could be great news for us Arsenal fans, and in more ways than one. And that is that Sokratis is being scouted by Napoli.
Yeah, and there's a bit more to this deal that means how can I put it? With Napoli at the moment, after Gabriel, dual battle with us with Gabriel. But what I'm thinking now is that now they're looking at their second option, which is Sokratis, which could chain the whole thing off. So he goes to Napoli, which will allow us to get Gabriel. So once the deal goes through with Gabriel to us, then that will then allow Napoli to take their second option, which is Sokratis from us, of course. Yeah. So that seems a good deal for it, don't you?
Yeah,
I think that's a great deal for us.
If we listen, you know, I think this happened with Lacazette, didn't it? Really, let's be honest. When we went in for Lacazette, Napoli was in for him too, and then basically, I don't know why we're the only club that does this, but we seem to have to wait until some other team has got their striker that they want before we can announce that. So it looks like Gabriel is coming to Arsenal, and it's a great way for going to Napoli.
Yeah, that seems a good thing to happen. Let's hope that happens. Yeah, that'd be a good deal. Be a good deal for them as well, because he might be more suited to Italian football than he is to the English Premier League, and we get a top young player from Lille. So yeah, it's a good deal all round, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, I'm very excited by this. I hope it works. Pavara said, "Do you think we need an experienced centre back to go with Saliba and Gabriel, Claude?"
Yeah, but we've got that at the moment. If he stays, David Luiz's experience is there as well. If we played a three at the back like we normally do, so. We've got that experience there, unless he goes to Rennes, which has been touted to go into Rennes. But we've got that experience there already, so there's no real rush there for another one. But if we can get this guy in, I mean, only if it's a top quality one comes along as well, then albeit then we can let Luiz go.
Yeah, no, I mean, look, at the end of the day, they will be very inexperienced as players playing together, and in the Premiership, obviously, we would have to wait for them to settle in. But I'm quite excited by that pairing. I would much rather be a back four than a back five. I would stick them straight in there. You've got Kieran Tierney on the left. Hopefully, we can keep Maitland-Niles, which I think we will do, on the right back, and obviously Martinez in goal at the moment. I think that would be my way of thinking and going forward, Claude.
Exactly. So it's a marvellous deal for all concerned, mate. There's a super chat in there, Terry.
Yep. From the blind gooner, Daniel. Hope you're well, Daniel. He's put, the quicker we get rid of him, the better. I totally agree, Daniel.
Hope Daniel's all right. Yeah, hope Daniel's all right. Keep following the blind gooner. Subscribe to the blind gooner. Great. He's a good top channel, and he's got some great guests on there. Normally, Simpy, all the top guests go on his channel as well. So always subscribe and share the blind gooner. Right. Sorry.
That's all right, mate. No problem. Bruv, no light bender said, would you do a swap deal with Lacazette and a bit of cash for Dybala?
Will I swap deal with Lacazette and a bit of cash for Dybala? I watched him play for Juventus. What was it? Was it against when they got beat by Leon? Yeah, it was Leon, I think. Yeah. I wasn't very impressed with him at the time, but yeah, I don't think we need that type of player. I think what we need to do is get the cash for Lacazette and strengthen our midfield. That's where we need to be, where we're going. We've got Martinelli there as well coming through. I'm not so sure. With Aubameyang signing a new contract as well, I think we can actually let Lacazette go, and strengthen with that money in the midfield position.
Yeah. No, again, for me personally, I would try and do a swap deal somehow, maybe a little bit of cash each way, whatever. I don't know which way to go, but with Atletico Madrid for Thomas Partey. I don't understand. I mean, they're obviously very, very interested in Lacazette. I know there's a couple of other teams now that are interested in Lacazette, but look, why not throw it out there to Atletico Madrid and say, look, you want our player, we want your player. Let's do a straight swap. Let's get it done. Why has there got to be money involved? I don't understand. Yeah.
Simpy's in the building. Hello, Simpy. How are you, mate? He says, "Big up, Daniel." We always big up Daniel. He's a good lad.
Yeah.
Everyone likes, share, and say, yeah. Thank you, Todd. Thank you very much. Yeah, keep hitting the like button, because that will make the channel go even higher and higher. Yeah. Sorry, what's the next one? Said Kolasinac.
He's wanted by both Napoli and Roma amid uncertain times over Arsenal future. I mean, here's another one who I think, look, for me personally, I'd give Napoli, Krosiak and Sokratis, if that means we get Gabriel. Claude, I don't know.
Jesus Christ, who needs a car boot, so when you got Napoli, eh? Jesus. They're taking them. Would they like anyone else while we're at? Would you like Bellerin? Would you like what is it? Who else can they have? El Neni? No, Napoli. Keep coming, Napoli.
Let's be honest, he's another deadwood that we were desperately to get rid of.
Yeah.
Hey, sorry, go again. Sorry.
I said, let's be honest, he is another deadwood that we need to get rid of.
Yeah, exactly. So he done his bit, didn't he, by protecting. He was good. He was a good security guy for Ozil, but apart from that, yeah, I think so. I think we need to move on.
Yeah, I think, like you said, it's time for him to move on now. How long's he been with us? Is it 3 years, Paul?
I think he came, wasn't it? I'm sure he was a Wenger signing, wasn't he? So he's been here 3 years, yeah.
Yeah. So it's time for him to move on, like most of the others that we keep talking about. And let's hope Napoli do come in and take them off of our hands. Like I said, I would gladly give them both the defenders to get Gabriel in.
I could be wrong, I could be wrong. I don't want anyone in the chat can correct me on that. I'm sure he's a Wenger signing, but I could be wrong because he came on a free, didn't he? He came on a free. He came on a free from what was the German club?
Wolfsburg, not Wolfsburg, was it? No.
I remember it was a wing back for Schalke. Was it Schalke?
Schalke. That's it. Yeah, Schalke. 3 years, people are saying. 3 years he's been at the club. Yeah. 3 years he's been at the club. So any rumours flying out at the CAF at the moment, Claude, about Thomas Partey? Will we be seeing him in an Arsenal shirt next season?
Yeah, that deal is taking a bit of time, isn't it? I mean, I think it's just a matter of getting negotiating the right price. I think, but I think a lot of people are saying that the deal is going to happen. So let's hope it does happen. Yeah.
No, I mean,
I've spoken to a lot of people that they've watched him, and I'm not that convinced by him. But when I've seen him play, I think he's looked in the Champions League. When I watched him play in the Champions League, I thought he was fantastic. But there's people that have watched him in Spain are telling me he's not as great as we all think he is. So, but I'm not going to take any notice of that. I mean, I think from what my own eyes I've seen, I think he looks a top player.
Yeah. We've got Ian Clark, the mad Birmingham fan in the house. He says, "I, Terry and Claude, on my sick bed watching. Have to get a doctor's appointment tomorrow to get checked out. All the best, Ian. Hope you're feeling better today, mate, and hopefully you'll be back on the men soon, mate."
Yeah, get well soon, mate. Get well soon.
MN said, "Terry, unfortunately, Athletic not going to change their mind on Part A. Arsenal just need to pay the 45 million back. If he does, then they'll have to go to the court."
Yeah, well, this is what's going to happen. This could drag on all summer, really, couldn't it, Terry?
Well, exactly. Tom is saying the Ghana papers are saying the deal for Partey is done.
No, let's hope the Ghana papers have got it right. Unfortunately, the English papers are not saying it yet.
But you know what the newspapers are like with Arsenal transfers over here. We get. This is what I hate, right? And it's typical. If you go back over the last, I'll say, 10 years, and you go back and look at all our transfer rumours, right? And look at all the paper articles and all the ITKs on Twitter, it's typical of what's happening now with Gabriel happens every single year, right? We've gone out for him. We've tried to get him. He's basically an Arsenal player. But now everyone's saying right at the last minute that, Napoli's coming for him. They've come in with him for like double the wages of what Arsenal are going to pay, blah, blah, blah. And they've asked Napoli, right? The cheek of it, right? The cheek of this, that Napoli have asked Lille and Gabriel to just mull it over for another 3 days to see how you're going to feel after them 3 days. Do you know what I mean? Now, we talked about the Arsenal transfer and we don't get deals done. And now, you know what I mean, we're getting a team like Napoli asking Lille to wait 3 days to be the same thing. I mean, come on, bro. This is all ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah, exactly. But that's football. What you've got to understand is a lot of these agents are getting involved as well. So sometimes the club has an agent, the player has a different agent, and these deals take a lot longer than you think, mate. And just going to have to be patient on this one. On all the deals we're up, we're just going to have to be patient. But I think we need to get 1 or 2 in at least before the start of the season.
Yeah.
I don't want to be dragging this on October because we could end up starting the season with no one knows who's coming, no one knows who's going out, and that brings a lot of uncertainty in the dressing room, and then we'll be back to square one again, and we'll start falling behind. So
I totally agree.
Just need to get things sorted out quickly as possible. I mean, we're now 3 weeks away now from. What is it? Hold on. Yeah, 3 weeks away from the season.
Yeah, well, you got this weekend, and you got this weekend. Next
3
week,
weeks. 3.5 weeks. 3.5 weeks.
Yeah.
3.5 weeks away from the start of the season. The Charity Shield's is 10 days away. So, which is not great, but it's good to start off well. You know what I mean? It's good to have some sort of team pattern in
structure.
Are they all back in training this week? And they must be back in training sometime. Friday. Yeah.
I'm sure it's Friday, Claude. And like you just said, I'm hoping for a big week in the transfer market. I'm hoping these players.
We could get Liverpool and Man City away in the first 5 games, and then we're
exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We're already catch up. That's what I'm saying. And you want your best players for games like that, don't you?
Exactly.
Want your best team in.
Exactly. I think next week it should be a big week for Arsenal in the transfer window. We need to get all the players in that we want by next week, and some of these players out that we don't need. All these deadwood. And like you said, for the Charity Shield, I know it ain't a big game, but it's still a friendly game to get us ready to start the Premiership. So for me personally, all these players that we're buying, I want to see them in the game and then let them have that as a season. And then they have 2 weeks to build themselves up. And if we have got Man United first game of the season, we want them in top shape and ready to go, don't we? Surely.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll see. I should say, have you guys watched the Anelka documentary on Netflix? No, but Terry, you gave me that thing. Have I got Netflix on my thing?
Yeah, you'll be able to get it anyway. It's not a problem. But I haven't seen it yet. There's been a lot of talk about it. I will give it a watch. I just don't have a lot of time at the minute, but no, I will give it a watch. And to be honest, Anelka for me is one that got away in my eyes. I think if he would have stayed at Arsenal, he could have been as big as Thierry Henry in my eyes. Fantastic.
But we got good money for him, and we got for half the money that we got for him, we got Henry. So I think we got a good deal out of that in the end. Although he did go on to do very good things with Chelsea. So wherever he's gone, it's just that he couldn't stay at one club. I think the problem with Anelka, I don't know, I haven't seen the documentary, but it was his brothers who were very influential in his deal. They really did push him along, didn't they? They did do a lot of pushing on that. So,
said Claude Chadwick.
Daniel had another super chat in there somewhere, was it?
No, we read that one out.
All right, yeah.
Chadwick said, guys, Daniel, I have seen the Anelka documentary. He didn't think Arsenal was a big club. Anelka said, Claude.
But then he went to Chelsea, which is not as big as Arsenal, so don't get that one. Don't get it. And then where else has he gone? Well, he thought he was a big club when he joined us, but anyway.
Yeah. Big up to the Dugout Football Channel. Everyone go and give him a follow on YouTube. Great, fantastic guy. And me, Claude, and Diesel will probably be on his show next week for a review of the Liverpool-Arsenal game for the Charity Shield next week. So we'll be looking forward.
They're looking forward to that. I've not been on that channel before. I'll be looking forward to that. Okay.
So obviously, I mean, there's a lot of talk about Lacazette and all, Claude. I mean, would you be sad to see him go?
The Lacazette of a couple of years ago, it was very knocking goals in, yes, but his form has dipped. I don't know what it is. I'm not sure whether he's totally happy. He's picked up a few injuries as well, which may have affected his form. I mean, he's scored some valuable goals for us. I mean, the season before last, he was our best player, wasn't he? So, I hope he does well wherever he goes. Wish him well.
Time Bandit says, when he says that we wasn't a big club, he means the club willing to pay him the most. Which, that does ring out true, to be honest, with Anelka.
Yeah, what he's referring to is that other clubs, and this is where his brothers were probably telling him, putting it into him that he's going to get, of course, he's going to get a lot more money at Real Madrid. Of course, they're going to offer him more money, aren't they? Yeah. At that time, they were offering big money, weren't they? And Arsenal couldn't do that because we were a hybrid, but we were relying a lot on getting players like him. I think we paid £500,000 for him. and we ended up.
$500,000 we paid. It was 23 million, wasn't it? 25.
No, we ended up selling him for 25 million, but we paid $500,000 for him.
Yeah,
500,000. Yeah. So from Paris Saint-Germain.
Yeah. Matthew Grove said, when does the transfer window shut? And I think it's the second week in October, isn't it, Claude?
Yeah, I think it's is it the first week of October or the second week?
It's the first or second week in October. Dugout Football said October the 5th.
First week then, yeah.
First week, yeah, first week.
So when the season starts, we've still got 3 weeks. That's another 3 weeks before the window. Yeah, 3 weeks before the window shuts. So you've got 3 weeks of uncertainty, and I don't even know when does the Champions League start again? Does that start before the window closes? I mean, that's cool. You know, the Champions League group stages.
Well, don't forget the Celtic. Was it last night or Monday night? Had their first qualifying game.
Yeah.
For this season. Mad. Honestly, I don't know when it starts, mate.
The competition's not even ended. Jesus.
Jonathan has said, what are your thoughts on Gabriel and the potential partnership with Saliba?
It remains to be seen how it works. You know, you can never tell until they actually put on the shirt and get out on the pitch whether how they work together as a partnership. You can't tell, can you? You can't just make promises that and say it's going to work when you don't know. No one knows.
Yeah, we've got a super chat here from Josie. If you put Terry and Claude, who do you think will leave Arsenal?
I think those players that were mentioned today, Kolasinac, Sokratis, possibly Lacazette, El Neni, Mkhitaryan, these are all going out the door, I think.
Herrera, maybe? Herrera?
Herrera as well, yeah, he could be going. Ceballos is not sure whether he's staying or going as well. There's a lot of things that need to happen in the next few weeks, and I hope it's all sorted out before the start of the season, especially Ceballos' situation, because I think he's very important to the club, and if he does go, we need to replace him.
Yeah, no, exactly. Bright No Light Bender said, guys, by the end of next season, we will have qualified for the Champions League or winning Europa.
Well, let's hope so.
Bender. Love that.
Good, positive. That's positivity. Yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah, I'm with you, mate. I'm with you, and especially if we get these players in, there's no reason why we shouldn't. In my eyes, no reason why we shouldn't. Topper has put Herrera has a bit of contract left. I don't think he will leave this summer. The only reason why I say that is because there's a lot of reports, obviously, saying that he's homesick and he's not settled in England. But listen, for me personally, I think he's a great player. I think if we can get someone in like Thomas Partey and Ceballos around him, I think he'd be a great addition to the squad again. I would love to see him stay, but if he is homesick and he wants to go, then there's no point in keeping a player that don't want to play for you, Claude.
No. And if we get the right people in, I think we don't really need him anymore, do we? So, no. If he's homesick, and I think he prefers to play like in Italy. I think he's destined for Italy again, I think.
Yosef has said, which young prospect or prospects are you most excited to see play next season, Claude?
Well, I'm hoping we get to see a lot more of Smith Rowe. Hopefully see Saka develop and Martinelli when he gets fit as well. So they're players that still good young talents coming through. I don't know about Reece Nelson, whether he can develop even more. Who knows? Eddie Nketiah maybe needs a loan. I don't know. But other than that, I don't. There's who else is there really? No, I can't see anything else. Of course, there's our mate George Lewis. He's coming in from.
But for me personally, striking just tickled. You've got Martinelli, Saka, them sort of players. Obviously, we're looking forward to seeing him. But on the personal level, if we do get Gabriel, I'm really looking forward for the next few years of seeing our back five. Martinez in goal, Pieni on the left, Gabriel and Saliba. I mean, both young players with Maitland-Niles on the right. I think that back five over the next couple of years could cement their places fantastically. And I think they'll be brilliant together. I'm really looking forward to seeing that happen if it does happen, Claude.
Yeah. Hold on a minute.
I've got to bring this one up because it's really funny. This Jazza has said, Claude, in your humble opinion, should Arsenal retire the number 20 shirt once Mustafi leaves?
Sorry, Claude, in your humble, should Arsenal? Oh dear.
That's got to be the best comment of the day. I think that's brilliant, Jazza. Well done. That's fantastic.
No, I'd have to retire him completely. Never mind his shirt.
Dear. The dugout said Martinelli is not back until October the 31st, according to the Fantasy Premier League page.
Oh, right. There you go. So he's going to be out for a while, isn't he? So, but he's still got time to come back as well. He's still a young player, you know what I mean? He's got a lot of time ahead. And yeah, we've got some good young players coming through at the moment. But we need more coming through. We need a little bit more coming through.
Topper has put, give Mustafi a slide tackle statue.
Oh, dear.
AJ's put, Claude and the gang, AJ from Enfield. Thanks very much, AJ, and hello to you, mate.
AJ, yeah, I can't pronounce that name, mate.
We'll just call him AJ.
Let's call him AJ, mate. Yeah.
I'm glad he put that. He must already know that I can't pronounce names, so he must have already helped me out. The Devil Will Get You said, do you think Pepe will step up and improve this season?
Come some weird names on here. Do you think Pepe will step up and improve this season? I hope so. I think his first season's always going to be difficult, settling into a new environment. I think this could be a good season for Pepe. Had a great cup final, didn't he? So
yeah. Listen, under Arteta, I think he's going to flourish. I think Arteta will hopefully turn him into a better plan than what he already is. And hopefully it's a ground running this season. That's all we can hope for, really. Rowan said, top scorer for the coming season, Claude. Good question.
Our top scorer, there's only one player in there.
No, I think it means in the Premiership.
I think he'll be between him, Aubameyang. I'm not sure whether Vardy will have the legs again for another season like that. Be him, Vardy and Salah, really. They're the three real. And of course, you can't. Of course, Harry Kane will be up there, won't he? Because he'll be. If he gets a full season, he'll be certainly up there.
Well, he's definitely going to be up there now that they've got Joe Hart, haven't they?
You've got to remember with Joe Hart, it's just a backup keeper. It's not more.
He's not according to reports. He's going to be England's number one again now. Now he's gone to Tottenham under Jose Mourinho.
No, we all know where he's going to be, but he wasn't even getting in at Burnley, so I don't know how he's going to be as number one at Tottenham. But no, that's everyone's making fun of that. But you know what? We might be having to look for another keeper because I can't see one of these two staying as number two next year. Even Martinez has said he's had offers from 10 different clubs. So he could be on his way out. So we might be looking for a number two as well. So
yeah. James, you're absolutely right, mate. He's put 140 watching. There's 168 watching now and only 48 likes. Let's even this out. Please, everyone. All you've got to do, it takes a second just to hit the like button.
Smash the like button.
It takes a second. And also, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share on all our platforms, please.
Let's get to 25k, yeah.
Let me just read this super chat out and let us know how many we're away, Claude.
What's this? Ricardo, still talking to Claude. We miss you both. Hey, thank you for the super chat. Still talking to Claude. We miss you both.
I don't know what that means. We are 49 people away, Claude. 49 people away from reaching that 25k, which would be absolutely fantastic achievement. And then it'd be the road to 30k.
How many to 25?
49 people away.
Oh, it's getting there. We're getting there.
Yeah.
Slowly.
There's 184 people that's watching us now. Hopefully you're all subscribed to our YouTube channel. If not, then we could smash it to 25k. If you could just go over there now and hit the subscribe button. Doesn't cost anything. It just helps us grow our channel. Sim says, do you think we're going to get Thomas Partey, Terry and Claude?
It's a tough. Who knows? Who knows? I'm sure. It's been talked about all summer. Something's going to have to happen, isn't it? Yeah. Something's going to happen. You don't get it all summer and then it just stays, unless his agent's trying to talk this up so much that he gets a better contract from Atletico. That could be it.
He said, "Are you still talking to Ty? We miss you both."
Oh right. Yeah. No. Unfortunately, now I'm off AFTV. That's broken down a bit, I'm afraid. Nothing I can do about that, I'm afraid.
Matthew said, get the notifications on as well, people. So when you hit the subscribe button, if you press the little bell button, every time we announce a show that we're going live or anything, you will get notified straight away. So well done, Matthew. Thank you for reminding me to say that. Bradley says, hello from Adelaide, Australia. Hello, Bradley. Hope you're well, mate. Akshay said, who out of the current centre backs would you sell? Who wouldn't we sell? Would be easier, I think. Would be easier to say, I think, mate. To be honestly, look, personally, if we kept Holding, I'd be quite happy with that. If we kept Chambers, it wouldn't bother me as long as we got other players in. All the rest of them could go in my eyes. David Luiz, Mustafi, Sokratis, Ramos, or whatever his name is.
The thing with Mari is that we don't know nothing much about him, so I'm not going to say get rid of him. But Mavropanos, I think he's been a bit unlucky with injuries as well. I think he's not really got a run in the team where we can really say if he's any good or not. I mean, he played one or two games, made one good game. Everyone was bigging him up. Then he had one dodgy game. I think it was at Leicester, and they all started knocking him. And then he got that injury. It's very difficult unless you get a run of games, and it gets a run of games. We could. I remember back in the 80s, the early 80s, a lot of people were slaughtering Paul Davis. And look what happened to him in the end. You know what I'm saying? It's all about confidence, getting these players' confidence up. Paul Davis turned out to be one of the top Arsenal player. You know what I'm saying? So it's too easy. It's too easy to knock players really, unless you really get to see him play a few games on a run. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
maybe he needs to go out on loan and a loan deal or something. Maybe.
Yusuf has said, Claude, do you think we will finish in the top four? If so, what is your top four prediction?
Top four. As I said, it all depends on what we do in the transfer market. Who we're getting in, who we don't get in, makes a lot of big difference. You know what I'm saying? So I think if it stays as it is at the moment, I'd say about 6th or 7th. If we can improve all these positions one by one, I think we can get the spine of the team done, the real spine of the team, centre half, midfield, and the creative up front. We've got it. Then we got it. We get that spine right. That's what we've got to get.
Yeah.
But at the moment, that spine isn't right, is it? So
No.
it's okay for FA Cup getting one-off FA Cup games, but it's not going to take us through a consistency of a league season.
Yeah. Luke, I think you just asked another question and all. I don't know if it was you or someone else saying who are the Bansters. I'm one of the Bansters, and so is Diesel. Diesel, and obviously Claude is Claude.
Yeah.
There you go, Claude and the Bansters. He's also said, smash the like buttons like Arsenal smashed everyone in the FA Cup. Brilliant comment. I like that. Thank you very much. As I said, I heard you was getting Balotelli. Is he still playing? Bloody hell.
Exactly. No, I don't think that's going to happen. There'd be fights in the dressing room every week if he was.
Samuel said top 4 for next season: Liverpool, Man City, Chelsea, Man United.
Yeah. You can't rule Spurs out of it with Mourinho.
Oh, don't even go there. You're talking out your bum, Claude.
Yeah, right. You wrote him off, don't you? You can't write Mourinho off. You can't write Jose off.
I'll tell you what, honestly, if that's their main signing, Joe Hart, then...
No, they bought the guy from Southampton who's a very good player, by the way. Very good midfielder they signed from Southampton. And they didn't pay a lot of money either for him. So,
well, if that's their main signings, Harry Kane...
But we don't know.
Is he?
We don't know. I mean, Kane is back fit. Will be back fit again. You've got Son now, terrific players up front. You've got Bergwijn, who's going to be in his second season. They're another threat. They'll be a big threat as well.
No, for me, unfortunately, I don't think he will do anything with them next season. I think he'll get just where he got this season.
Well, I hope he doesn't, but I'm just saying that.
That's just my honest opinion. I think if we get the players that we're linked with, I think we could give it a good push next season and definitely get in that top 4. Definitely get in that top 4. But like you said, to be honest, if we do keep the same players and it's only Willian, then we'll probably get top 6, I reckon. Yeah. Top 6. Anything else you want to add, Claude?
No, I think just to tell everyone about the watch along tonight at 7:45 tonight. Bayern Munich. It should be a great game. It's Bayern Munich against Lyon tonight. Don't write Lyon off because they've produced 2. They've beaten Juventus, and 2 was it the last one they just beat. Oh God, my memory's going mad. They beat Manchester City, and then that's no mean of it. And any team that can beat Man City, the way they beat them on that counter attack, the way they played the other night, has got a chance. But this Bayern Munich team is something special, and it's going to take some beating. So I think I actually believe Munich will win, but it's going to be a tough game. But whoever wins tonight, I think will win the Champions League.
Just want to say that if you go onto this link now, that's in the chat. We are now on a app called Flick. Go and download it from your Play Store, from Android or Apple, and join our group on there, Claude and the Bansters. And this is where we'll be able to interact with everyone all day, every day, all different topics. There's a transfer at the moment. We have only just got on there, so there's only a couple of topics at the moment. There's a transfer one on there, so any rumours that you've heard or got, any little whispers, come let us know on there. There's a welcome chat where we can all welcome all the new people on there, and we'll be putting all different topics up where we can chat randomly to each other, me, Claude and Diesel, and obviously yourselves. So please, everyone, go and give that a follow. Be much appreciated. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, OpMic, and let me just check, see if we've got any more on YouTube. Wow, we are 9 away, Claude. 9 away now from 25k.
No, you're joking, isn't it?
We are 9 away from 25k. We are not getting off of this stream until 9 people goes over there. So we can at least say congratulations to everyone and thank you so much for everyone of you that have helped us get to 25k, because that's a magnificent achievement. Luke, is Flick free? It is. It's free, mate. Go over there, download the app. Like I said, and we can just join up. We all can talk all during the day, during the night, all on different topics, and we can put our streams on there and all let you know when we're going out live. So it's fantastic. MN has put congratulations. We've reached it. We've reached it. We have done it. 25k. 25k. Yeah. Thank you very much, everyone. Really appreciate that. That is such a great achievement, Claude.
Yeah, thanks. And I mean, that's it's just a start, really. We want to go further than this. You know what I'm saying? So thank you very much, and thank you for everyone that's subscribed to the channel. Thank you for everyone here today in the chat. Thank you so much. Without you, we don't go anywhere, do we? So without you, we need you as well. And so I really appreciate the support, Terry. Yeah. So yeah, as I say, on to 30k now. Let's get on to 30k now. Terry,
just wrap it up. Chat coming, Claude. He said, Claude, did you rate Artson?
Yeah, good player. Another good player. Top player. Unfortunately, we had so many players at the time that in the end he had to let him go. But a really good player, very strong centre forward. Very went on to do great things with Celtic as well. Terrific player, terrific centre forward. Right.
Yeah. I just want to say once again, thank you very much, everyone, for following us, supporting us, getting us to 25k. It's unbelievable achievement in the little time that we've been together, me, Claude, and Diesel. We really appreciate it, everything. And this is why we like to do live watch-alongs and not pre-recorded ones, so we can interact with every one of you in the chat. And now we can do that even on Flick, all day, every day, even when we're not live. So like I said, please go over and download that. Thank you very much again for getting us 25k. But now this is the road to 30k, Claude. The road to 30k. Thank you again. Don't forget, live watch along tonight. Great game it should be tonight. Lyon, Bayern Munich. So please come over and watch us then. And we'll see you at 7:45 tonight, Claude.
Exactly. So take care, everyone. Have a good day, and see you later on.
Thanks. You got to say your thing today now. You got to say it's 25k.
It's time to go.
See you later on, everyone.